title is Pour un tombeau d'Anatole. It refers to a poem by Mallarmé, who is a French symbolist writer.
He tried to write a cycle of poems about his son who died aged 8, and his son was called Anatole.
But it's not just about mourning someone's death. It's also something living on, and there's an element of like this person has lived, and that life continues afterwards.
The piece is also inspired by other poems by poets like Robert Herrick, the 17th century English poet, Wordsworth, Ben Jonson, X.J. Kennedy, who all wrote poems about the deaths of children, but in a very delicate, gentle way. And this was supposed to reflect the 17th century music that we've chosen, the delicacy and gently nostalgic, elegiac feeling.
It's early French Baroque music, and it's very atmospheric in itself, in fact. So what I've done when I got in contact with the project is just to listen to their music, recordings of it, and close my eyes and let images conjure up in my mind.
Sven is planning to create these pictures which he'll be projecting in quite a particular way in the space, which were partly inspired by our chats about 17th century art and the tradition of vanitas paintings, paintings which are supposed to remind us of the frailty of our existence, of mortality. And these 17th century paintings might include, perhaps most obviously, a skull to represent mortality, but also more subtle images like bubbles being blown, which rise into the air for a few seconds and then burst, indicative of ephemerality, but also a candle being snuffed out, butterflies flying, butterflies which have a very short life. Music itself, if you see it represented in a painting, it might imply frailty of life, because music exists in the air for a few seconds and you can't grasp it as something that exists for a moment and then disappears. Yeah, so Sven has chosen a few images sort of inspired by those talks.
There's a moment when just snow starts falling gently first and then stronger and stronger, and the spaces that the girl used to inhabit are slowly getting covered with snow, and more time is passing, more time is passing. The layer of snow increases and becomes thicker. And I've taken that idea of memories by leaving dark corners as well, and the evanescence of things, by giving images which then fade away in front of your eyes, making them ever more precious, making this mental imprint of the image very precious to you.